The Fairfield University community is excited to welcome Coach Sydney Johnson as the new men's head coach, replacing Coach Cooley. I had the chance to sit down with him in the Walsh Athletic Center and ask him a few questions. All right, so Coach, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you've been very busy lately, especially since the start of your job here. So how are you enjoying your position here at Fairfield so far?
Well, I love it. I have to be honest. Everybody knows that I'm coming from Princeton, and it's my alma mater, and there's special feelings there. But I really love the Fairfield community. The university is so welcoming and so inclusive and challenging and inspiring the student athletes to do great things. And I really love that part of the university. And then our guys are great. They have great chemistry, and it's fun to work with them.
And what's the biggest challenge in terms of transitioning from one university, from one team to another?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say, one of the big things is this: everybody has their way. And so Coach Cooley's done a tremendous job. He and his staff have been phenomenal in terms of how far they've helped Fairfield progress. And so I don't want to tweak that too much. I think the guys have made a tremendous commitment and sacrifice. There are things here or there that I'd like us to do, and I want to see that happen. And so it's just that balance of making sure we continue the great momentum that we've already put into place, and also try to sneak in some things that Coach Johnson might like to see. And if we can do that effectively, then I think that we're getting closer to our ultimate goal, which is, obviously to win a MAC championship.
Now, Coach, looking ahead, what will change in terms of preparing for the 2011-2012 season?
A little bit, and then not a lot. It's how should I say it? I do want us to be aggressive. I'm thinking of on the court stuff, aggressive in terms of how we defend, get out in the open court, but still be able to execute in the half court. So those are some things that I want to see. In terms of off the court, these guys are carrying themselves the right way. They're going to class. They're making sure that they're engaged. They're engaged with the entire university community. So all of that, we have to continue to make sure that we're representing the program and the university very well. And then the basketball stuff will come as we go.
Now, I have to talk about your decorated career at Princeton. You've been a very successful player and coach. But there's also that one moment, the NCAA tournament, got a little emotional there. How do you hope to sort of just establish that bond that you had with your team at Princeton and sort of transition that to Fairfield University?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you asked that question. It's very real to me. My time as a student athlete was precious to me. I met some of my best friends in life to this day. I met my wife. She was right down the hall from me. At Princeton, I met fantastic coaches. And so I really appreciate the great things. You're a swimmer, the great experience that you're having now with your team and your coaches. That's some of the best days that you'll ever have. And there's some of the best days that I had. So I related to my guys at Princeton, but I certainly relate to Derek and Colin and Jamel and Rakim and Ryan and all of them in terms of what they're going through, trying to be exceptional in the class and exceptional on the court. That comes with a lot of responsibility. They have to put a lot of commitment into that, and that's where I get emotional. I think that's precious. I don't know any other way to put it. And so immediately I feel a bond with these young men, and I'm going to try to help them to max out those great experiences.
To look around the arena and to see the stands packed with red,
right.
How do you hope to sort of continue that tradition of going to the games and making the team something that everyone wants to see?
Yeah, well, there's two things that come to mind right away. I think one is, as long as our guys are a part of the community as a whole, I think people will want to come out and support us. You know what I mean? That we're not off over here in the corner thinking that we're special or privileged. We want to connect with everybody and make sure that, not only are they coming to our games, but we're coming to theirs, and we're engaging with them in the cafeteria, in the classroom. And I think just being supportive of each other across the board. So that's one. If you're friends with, like I said, you're friends with Derek or Rakim or Ryan, you might actually come out to see them play. And then in turn, they might come out to see you swim or see another person perform on the stage. You know, those are all good things. The second, I think, is these guys have done a tremendous job on the court and they're getting results. And I think when you win, people want to see their favorite team come out and win or be very competitive. So I think those two things work hand in hand. We've got to maintain our competitive level, not only in the MAC, but in non-conference games. And then I think we've got to be good citizens of the university such that people actually want to support us. I think those two things will help us out.
Looks like the Stags are looking forward to an exciting season. For the Ham Channel, I'm Wanda Szarek. Thanks for watching.